Have you ever felt like you're just fighting with your AI tools instead of actually creating with them? You have this amazing vision in your head, but the AI just doesn't seem to get it? Well, that whole frustration, it ends today. We are going to unlock the secret to turning any AI into your most powerful creative partner. And it all comes down to one thing: prompt libraries. And this right here, this quote, really gets to the heart of the matter. That gap between a creative masterpiece and, let's be honest, a digital mess, it often boils down to the quality of your instructions. But here's the great news. You don't need to become some kind of prompt engineer. You just need to know where to find the blueprints that other people have already perfected. And that, my friends, is where prompt libraries come in. I love how this slide puts it. Think of them as plug-in presets for your imagination. They're these huge collections of pre-written, tested-out instructions that tell AI tools exactly what to do, whether you're working in After Effects, Blender, or DaVinci Resolve. Simply put, they are the ultimate shortcut to getting professional quality results fast. So, to show you just how powerful these can be, we're going to walk through a real-world creative project, okay? From the very first idea all the way to the final export. We'll cover concept and scripting, then visual development, production and animation, post-production, and finally, we'll see how it all comes together. All right, let's dive in. Phase 1, concept and script. Every great project starts right here, and for a lot of us, this is also where that anxiety kicks in, just staring at that blinking cursor on a blank page. So how can we use AI to get from nothing to a story that actually hooks people? Okay, this slide shows the magic perfectly. Imagine you're a documentary editor. Your voiceover script, it's fine. It's factually correct, but it's totally flat. Now, using a specific prompt from the Anthropic library, you can ask it to rewrite that exact script in the style of a master filmmaker like Ken Burns. And just like that, in seconds, your text has depth, it has emotion, it has gravitas. For any editor, that is an absolute game changer. And Anthropic is definitely not the only game in town for this phase. You could use something like Snack Prompt to quickly get some initial scripts for corporate gigs. Or you could use Google's AI Studio to brainstorm some really high-level concepts for a music video. And then there's the OpenAI library to polish your final draft with incredible precision. Okay, so our script is locked in. Now we move to phase 2, visual development. This is where we get to craft the entire aesthetic of our project. The look, the feel, the whole mood. To build out our visual world, libraries like Hero Page and Prompt Hero are, honestly, indispensable. You should think of them like massive search engines, but for AI art prompts specifically designed for generators like Midjourney and Stable Diffusion. So instead of just guessing at keywords, you can find the exact style you need, from epic concept art to super photorealistic textures. And this is where it gets super practical. Let's say you need a reference for a 3D model. You can generate concept art to guide your sculpt in Blender. Or maybe you need a unique texture. You can create a seamless map that you can drop right into Substance Painter. You can even find prompts for specific lighting setups or generate entire libraries of stylized graphics for your next motion design project in After Effects. It's awesome. Okay, now we're getting into the deep end. Phase 3, production and animation. This is where we build the actual assets and bring them to life. And believe it or not, AI can help with some surprisingly technical stuff here. And here's where things get really, really interesting, especially for 3D artists. You no longer need to be a programmer to use code. I mean, think about that. With a library like Anthropic's Claude, you can just describe a tedious task in plain English, and it will generate a working Python script for Blender. This unlocks a whole world of automation that was, frankly, off limits to a lot of us before. Just take this prompt, for example. It's a simple request to randomly place and scale objects in a scene. A task that would be incredibly tedious and time-consuming to do by hand. With a prompt like this, you just automate all that grunt work, and that frees you up to focus on the actual artistry. And it's not just for simple tasks either. For all you high-end VFX artists out there, you can even generate detailed technical briefs for incredibly complex, fluid simulations in Houdini. You describe the artistic goal, like, say, honey pouring over a stone, and the AI helps generate the technical parameters you need to achieve it. It's wild. We're in the home stretch now. Phase 4, post-production power. This is where we handle all those finishing touches. And AI is fantastic at automating the often repetitive and, let's face it, administrative tasks that come with finishing a project. In post-production, these libraries can save you a huge amount of time. Instead of manually logging hours of footage in Premiere Pro, you can use a FlowGPT prompt to generate all that metadata instantly. Are you stuck on a technical problem in Avid? Ask a GitHub prompt to act as your personal expert and give you step-by-step instructions. You can even have it explain complex concepts like the difference between log and lin color spaces for grading in DaVinci Resolve. It is literally like having a senior editor on call 24/7. So we've seen all the individual pieces of the puzzle. Now let's put it all together. This is what a fully AI-assisted workflow can look like, transforming AI from just a simple tool into a true creative collaborator. Okay, let's just walk through it one more time. We start with snack prompt for our initial script, then we refine the tone with Anthropic. Next, we find our visual style using Hero Page and Prompt Hero to make some concept art. We use Google AI Studio to write detailed briefs for our 3D assets. Then we jump back to the Anthropic library to generate Python scripts that automate animation in Blender. In post, Vertex AI helps with titles and GitHub prompts advise on color grading. And finally, OpenAI writes a perfect brief for our voiceover artist. You see, each step powered by a prompt library. And here it is, a quick little cheat sheet for you. If you need stunning concept art, you want to start with Hero Page. For technical briefs or some simple code, the Anthropic library is going to be your go-to. For workflow questions and all those admin tasks, check out the GitHub prompts. And for automating post-production, FlowGPT is an absolute powerhouse. This is a great slide to screenshot for later, by the way. So what does this all really mean? Well, it means you're no longer limited by your ability to craft the perfect command from scratch. By using these libraries, you're tapping into the collective knowledge of thousands of other creators. You are transforming AI from this confusing, frustrating black box into an intuitive and truly powerful creative collaborator. At the end of the day, these libraries are just the starting point. They're the blueprints. So the real question is, now that you have them, what amazing thing are you going to build first?